What's up, everybody? This is Alpha here. I'm going to do a review on the new episode of Nanatsu no Taizai, episode 21. Now, this episode did an alright job, but however, I expected to see something better out of it. Well, there were a couple scenes that went missing to my kind of which is kind of upsetting, but I guess it is what it is. So if anything else, let's go. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we see to it that things seems to be returning back to normal. As for Vivian, she was like tortured or so, or interrogated to get some information on what was going on. Was the king, etc. But not before I forgot to mention about Bond talking to the horn. And the scene with the horn and Bond seems to be going well. However, there's one thing missing. There's some information that was supposed to be there of the reason why this horn wants Bond to do this job, and the reason why the horn therefore tells him there is something you can do, and there's a person you have to kill, and then he goes by a name named Meliodas. This was kind of upsetting because the talk between Bond and the horn was longer than that. Like the horn says, like in the manga, like you are the only person that's able to do it, etc. And explains to him why they want this person dead. And the reason being is because it will bring some kind of balance between the humans, fairies, demons, and etc. whatsoever, and ask him like, will you take on this mission? And Bond says, I'll do whatever you want, what, etc. And therefore he's given a task to kill Meliodas and the 7 deadly sins. Despite the sequence changing, which is kind of upsetting, I'm not gonna lie, okay? I'm trying not to be a nitpicker or a-hole, but I have to be real right here, okay? Because, yeah. Okay, after Vivian was interrogated where the king is, Elizabeth and etc. They got to the king and so on. Dreyfus confirms his crimes and he's sentenced to the dungeon for judgment. However, there is one problem though. I think there was supposed to be one person at the there was supposed to be one person at the king's room right now. However, the sad thing is like it did not really show up due to the fact there was another scene where Goten and Thralza had a little talk, but oh well. And as for Vivian being upset, there was a person that says, okay, take him away again. And therefore we see to it that Jericho was awakened and Gilead asked her, why did you drink the demon blood whatsoever? And things got a little hectic here and there, nothing much really going on. And therefore, yeah, things are just gotten out of hand after Meliodas sees... King Arthur did ask Meliodas to be a holy knight for Camelot, but Meliodas says whenever he feels like it. And he has a boar hand, he has other things to take care of, And that's understandable. So, yeah, I can understand why, etc. But as for Meliodas and the others, they end up seeing that the castle gets destroyed. Hendrickson was still alive, and right now, right before, then everything's starting to go out of control. People who drink the demon's blood literally went into demon-like forms, and that was not a good sign. And there was another scene about, right when Meliodas and Gil Thunder was about to take on Hendrickson, they are forced to stop because Vivian has Margaret and Elizabeth at hostage, and this made Gil Thunder and Meliodas drop their guards, and Gil Thunder gets slashed in the back while Meliodas gets stabbed right close to right on the chest or something, and I'm like, oh dear lord, and so forth. So we see to it that after that, Elizabeth says she'll go, just leave Meliodas and Gil Thunder out of this. And Hendrickson says, okay, I'll leave. I was gonna let Meliodas live, but I'll leave Gil Thunder alive as a bonus. And I think in my mind, oh my lord. But as for King, he is forced to like face Hellbrand once more, and Hendrickson did explain to King that he revived him. He can only revive him 2 times, but his performance and soul gets a little decreed, and this upsets King that he screams in agony. And as for Bond showing up with Hawk, you know, Bond doesn't really say anything but has a smile, just a smile, which is not a cool thing, because in the manga he was just a he did have a smile, but I think he was just a little like had a solemn expression. That's all serious expression. That's all I can say. And therefore, Meliodas asks Bond to help him out. However, Hawk says, "Yeah, let's go save Elizabeth." And then Hawk's trying to talk to Bond, but he will not say anything, you know. And Meliodas says, "Yo, why are you silent? Can you say something?" Bond says, "Yeah, I love you, Captain." Then he chops off Meliodas' arm, and honestly, it's not as great as I thought it would be. And another thing I'll let you all know, like, I think Meliodas was a little bit farther away from Bond, not close to him, which is also upsetting. And you see here, we see to it that Bond takes Meliodas' arm and says, "Just hold, I don't want to cause you any suffering, so please don't dodge." However, Meliodas refuses and he punches Bond. While in the manga, he actually uses his sword to slash at him. Then he uses demon power to actually reattach his arm. The only thing is what bothers me a lot is like he had a sword with him and then he screams in total rage and agony. I don't know. Hawk is trying to break out the fight, but Bond says, "You know, Captain, I want to avoid this question. However, I'm going to ask you here and now. Are you one of the demons, or are you from the demon clan, etc.?" And then, and after the credits, it shows Elizabeth about to commit suicide, so Hendrickson won't revive the demons, but Dreyfus shows up right on time, etc. And it ends there. Next episode is going to be one crazy hell spawn of a battlefield, that's for sure. I did see this episode alright, however, I was kind of upset because there were many scenes that went missing that's supposed to play a somewhat minor or major role, because that's how important those scenes were. And, you know, I was expecting Bond not to have this kind of like playful tune, you know, except a serious tone like thing, you know. Just being literal, just the way how I pictured it, you know. If it was turned to if the manga scenes turned to an anime, I expected those scenes to be like that kind of a prediction. But it is what it is, you know. There's nothing I can do about it. So the episode came out alright. Some scenes went missing here and there to my kind of like agitation and upsetting, but nothing I can do about it. So yeah. So if anything else, I'm gonna end it here, people. Expect my next review to Seiken Sokai or Wellbreak to come up soon. It may come up a little bit late after I upload this video. Please forgive me. I'll see y'all till then. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next review, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye.